Come on in here, pal. There you go. All right, let's see if we can. Are we online now? Oh man. Oh look, the light's green. Come on. Woo! All right, look at that. Look at him. Look at that. He just pulled right out in front. Good Lord. You gotta watch, people. I'm telling you, everybody's in such a hurry. Oh man. Look how overcast it is. It's just, man, I'm telling you. The bass rocker, what is going on, my friend? How are you doing? Thank you for jumping in, my friend. It's good to see you. And lots to talk about on this live drive this afternoon. We got about, I don't know, I try to cram as much information as I can in 40 minutes. And we all know I could talk a lot longer than that if needed, but yes, sir, I did, man. I did see that. That was yes, Phil McKnight. I saw that, man. That was really kind. I'm going to touch on that here in just a second. I'm going to get in here on the at the property and get parked if I can find a good parking spot. Well, a parking spot without having to move something around, you know. Mr. Josh Thomas, hello, sir. How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. And it's kind of cool outside. It's, you know, it's not freezing, but it feels good. But you need a jacket, man. When the sun goes down, it's gonna get cold around here, around these parts, as we say. Anyway, let's see. We squeeze past this speed bump, and we'll go. Half of this one here. Oh man, we try to get in this place and it's always crowded. It's the only time you can maneuver through here is on a Sunday, and that's when my week starts. It's on a Sunday. Isn't that something? I'm trying to remember, where did I park last night? It's going to be on the far right side, I believe. I hope nobody drove that truck, man. I hope it's still sitting in the same spot. We're going to find out. Let's see. I don't know, man. It's always a toss-up. Hey, y'all. How you doing? Nice to see you. There's a parking spot there if I need it. But let's see if my truck is around. There it is. And here's a spot right across from it. So that is excellent. That will work. Man, yeah, that's just fantastic. What is the day? Tuesday? Yeah. Sorry for the reverse angle. It's YouTube, the mirror image as I call it. It looks like I'm on the passenger side, and I don't know why YouTube won't address that. I remember they did years ago, and I was like, oh, they fixed it, and not anymore. It's I guess that's just too much to contend with on the application. I don't know. All right, let's cut this off. Take this freaking seatbelt off. You know, man, even after they passed the seatbelt law here, I was a nonconformist. If you say I was bad about not wearing my seatbelt, and this was a long time ago. And I got tired of paying seatbelt tickets, man. I had a bunch here in South Carolina. A seatbelt fine is, I think it's $25. But I got one years ago in North Carolina, and it was like $275. It was, and that's another story altogether. But yeah, that was crazy, man. That was insane. I said, nope, I'm not paying any more tickets. So I started, and especially working here at this job, if you don't wear your seatbelt, you know, you can be terminated, and we don't want that. Let's see. Yes, the bass rocker 500. He goes, did you see Philip McKnight gave you a shout out on his channel? Yes. I had sent Phil a super chat when he was like, because I wasn't looking for anything. I was just wanting him to see the message, because if you do a super chat, that's going to stand out. Especially with a big channel like Phil's. I mean, he's got 1,000 people in the chat when he goes live. I mean, how do you monitor a chat that huge, you know? So I'm sure the chat's like a ticker tape, so uh, it, with the way I think, I said, well, if I do a super chat, he'll see that and it'll kind of stand out. So I just sent him a super chat and I said, man, thank you for the shout out you did the other week. I said, I really appreciate that. That was really kind. And so apparently he saw that super chat and he was kind enough to talk about the channel again for like 8 or 10 minutes. And that was really cool. One thing that he said that caught my attention, he said, I guess he thought I said this, but actually I think Ralph had mentioned it. Like maybe they'll start coming to us, like the guitar stores coming to us. And Phil said that's not the way that works, and I know that. Yeah, I know they're not going to come to you. And I'm seeing that now. And what he's saying is correct. I mean, Phil's right, because if with these guitar shops, I still have to call them, I have to tell them who I am. You have to go through this whole spiel because they don't know who you are. They don't know the channel. They don't. You have to go through a whole pitch every time when you're reaching out to a guitar shop, which is no big deal, but I find it ironic how he's right. It's you have to pitch it every time, and nobody comes to you. And I knew that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think my friend Ralph was saying it would be nice if they would come to us, but we know that they're not. But I understand where he's coming from, and I agree with him, But yeah, either way, he was super nice, man. I was very, very humbled. So yeah, man. So we got another guitar shop lined up for this Friday. We're going to go to Midtown, which is in Easley. It's up from Cornerstone. And again, a big thank you to Art and Jackson at Cornerstone last Friday. That was, if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch that on the Guitar Shop Reviews playlist. Ralph and I went there and they surprised us when we walked in with a nice warm greeting from Art and Jackson and a few people that came to see us, man. It was really nice. It was just a really cool deal. So cool. But so we're going to go to Midtown. I reached out to the owners and asked them if it was okay if we came by and filmed and all that. They said, absolutely. We look forward to seeing you here. So that's awesome. That's locked in. I'm very excited. I checked with Ralph first before I reached out to the store, and he said, yeah, man, reach out to them. So they were all for it, man. And so that's going to be nice. We're going to go there, and because I have to go to Cornerstone next Friday to pick up my guitars that I've dropped off to have Jackson do some work for me on those couple of guitars. If you remember, it was 3 guitars that I took in there, and I left. I only have 2 out of the 3 because I traded one of them with Art for that beautiful Fender. Phenomenal guitar. So when we go pick up the guitars, then I'm going to drive up to Midtown, and we're going to do a video there. And we're looking forward to that. And David Campbell, hey Joe, what did you think of the EVH pick tray? David Campbell, what's up, man? He was there to meet us, and he gave Ralph and I a EVH. It's like the shape of a guitar, and it's a little tray, and you put your picks in. I love it, man. And Ralph loves his too. Thank you so much, David. That was so nice of you to do that, man. And it was so nice to meet you. And oh man, it was so nice to meet the people that were there. I was still blown away by that, man. I'm even now just thinking about it, I was like, wow, that's incredible. It makes you feel really special, And thank you, David. It was nice to meet you, man. Very kind. It is kind of wild, man, when you get to actually put the faces with the names that you see on the screen, because y'all see me every time I'm live or I put a pre-recorded video. Y'all see me, but see, I don't see none of y'all. So it's kind of an odd. It's not odd to meet people. It's just when you see somebody, I'm seeing them for the first time. So I don't know what their name is or whatever. The channel name will be different from the real name sometimes. And but when they tell you, unlike David, that's his name, but some people will have another channel name, and it was but it was really cool, man. It was really cool, and it's awesome, very very nice, very nice kind of deal, man. But thank you, Mr. Campbell. That was tell your son that we said thank you as well. That was so nice of him to do that. Got the pick tray and a keychain. He didn't have to do that, man. That was super nice. Tell your son, for Ralph and I, thank you so much, man. If he watches this, Dave Campbell's son, thank you. You are the man. You have a pure talent, my friend. I don't know how you made those things, but I wouldn't know where to start on something like that. That is very impressive. Josh Thomas comments, he goes, your new Strat is killer, nice. Let's see, you can't beat a good Strat. It's a new guitar day for me. I get to pick it up Friday. Oh, man. All right. Josh Thomas, new guitar day coming up Friday. Congratulations. That is so awesome, man. David Campbell chimes in and goes, glad y'all like them. Nice to have met y'all. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. It was wonderful to meet you too, man. Brian Powers, he goes, hello, Joe. Hello, man. How are you doing? Nice to see you, Mr. Powers. Thank you so much. Yes, I like to also add, if you're watching this, man, and you enjoy this content, and we like to support this channel, all you got to do is hit that thumbs. I'm pointing at it like you can see. See on my screen, the thumbs up icon's right there. Y'all can't see that, but I can. And it shows how many people are viewing right now and the thumbs up. So if you could please hit that thumbs up, man, please. That's all I ever ask, man. You will not hear me ask for money on this channel. You won't hear me ask for anything. If people want to become a member or they want to do whatever, I don't push none of that. All I ask is hit that thumbs up. That's all I ask. And we do have merch if you want to do that. That's in the description, But yeah, thumbs ups, that really helps. And it's free, All it takes is a tap of a finger, man. And if you're watching on the replay, if you could please hit the thumbs up, that really means a lot. So thank you for that. So now moving on. Let's see what else I got to talk about. Speaking of new guitar day. All right. So now let's get on to the title of this video. Firefly. Are they the new champions? Why they are the king of the mid-tier and lower-tier guitar market. Again, this is my opinion. Okay, this is just, I put a disclaimer out there because some people, they get kind of weird. This is just how I feel. I ordered another Firefly guitar one day last week. I was kind of getting nervous, man, because I was like, I didn't get any email or anything from, I think the name of the place is Guitar Garden. I think that's the name of, because I thought, well, you just go to firefly.com. No, it's Guitar Garden, I believe, is the name of the site, I think. Anyway, so this will be my third Firefly guitar. So my first one that I bought was the Bones guitar. I got that, and it's fine. It plays really good. The only complaint I have is that, like, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please give this channel a chance and subscribe, man. I'm trying so hard to keep content moving on this channel and build it up. And again, another thank you to Phil McKnight for giving us a push. But the Firefly guitar, the Bones, the only complaint I got is when you're playing in the upper registers on the neck, that the lower horn, it's like there's not enough space there. When your hand gets up, your knuckles are hitting, and it's really annoying. So that needs to be opened up a little. That's the only complaint I got. Other than that, the guitar is great for the money. The artwork and all is incredible. I mean, it was under $300, and I was like, man. And it looks really reminiscent of George Lynch's Bones guitar, right? So that was my first Firefly. The next one I got was, I think I got it 2 weeks ago, and it's the Firefly, and it's like a Music Man knockoff from Eddie Van Halen's Music Man from back in the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge days, you know, from that album. It was when he was doing the PV stint, you know, and it looks reminiscent of that. Guitar is fantastic. I mean, I got it, and I put a new, upgraded the trim system to a Godot 1996T and put in new posts and all that, and studs. Set it up, and it plays great, man. And I found that guitar from Music Go Round online, and I think it was $2.99, and it was used. And other places had it for like $3.50. You know, even some had for $400. And I was like, what? Anyway, so that was my second Firefly. So the third one, I'm not going to say what it is right now. I'm going to save that for a video. I've already got in mind what I want to do. So I'm going to try to do 3-in-1 with the video for that guitar. It's going to be an unboxing. That'll be the first part. The second part, we're just going to kind of show it off, you know, let you see it. And then the third is I'm going to show you the upgrades I'm going to do to it. Now, do you have to do upgrades to these guitars? No, you don't have to. You can play them as they are. I like to do that because I just like to tinker with it. I just like to put little things like that in a new trim system and the new studs and new titanium locking screws up top to help with the tuning. I just like doing that because, in my opinion, for me, it does make a difference, and it makes the playability even better. And I'm also going to swap out the pickup. So I'm going to do all that on that video. So it's going to be kind of a three-part thing in one video. I thought that would be pretty cool. I thought about splitting it up into 3 parts, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, man. I just make one video because I have to edit, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade. It's gonna have a Floyd Rose Special on it. I can tell you that now. So I'm gonna show you how to upgrade that Special with certain components, not replacing the whole unit, just certain components. And you can do that if you have a Floyd Rose Special. You can do what I'm going to show you, and your Floyd Rose Special will be great. It'll be a whole lot better than what it was. Even though it still says Floyd Rose Special on it, it's going to perform a whole lot better. You just have to wait for the video, and I'll show you what I do, and it works. It works, you know. I was throwing away the old Floyd Rose Specials, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, you don't have to do that, man. You just got to replace some of the saddle block inserts, the long screws in the back, the little screws up front in front of the saddles, replace those. All that with stainless steel, and then upgrade your studs. You'll be fine. And I tried that on a couple of other Floyd Rose Specials, and it worked. It worked great. I was like, wow, I just saved a lot of money. I like getting the Godot trims because the whole unit is excellent quality. The Godot 1996T. You can get them in chrome, black, or gold. And depending on the color you get is going to dictate the price of those units. But yeah, so that video, the Firefly, I finally got an email last night, the one I ordered, and I was going, you know, on my run, and my phone lit up. I looked, I said, what? And it was an email from Firefly. Your order has been shipped. I was like, I was starting to get nervous, man, because I ordered it like last Wednesday or something, and I just got an email last night. I was like, man, did somebody miss my my order? Because they sure as heck took my money. But it's all good, you know, and it's not a big deal because I can't do nothing until my day's off anyway. Working out here, I don't have time to do much of anything else. Let's look at this chat, and if y'all don't mind, please hit that thumbs up while you're here. And if you watch on the replay, please hit the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. All right, let me go back. Let's see. Brian Powers says, hello, Joe. Hello, Mr. Powers. The Bass Rocker 500, he goes, I'm thinking about starting guitar lessons to learn theory. There you go, man. There you go. Mr. Robert Taylor. Hey, Robert. He goes, Phil McKnight sent me, I'm enjoying this channel. Thank you so much, Mr. Taylor. Thank you, man. Thank you for giving this channel a chance. I really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. God bless you. Lloyd Dinkle. Hello, Mr. Lloyd. He goes, hello, Joe. Upgrading a Strat. What brand of tremolo do you use? Upgrading a Strat. Okay. before I answer that, is your Strat, does it have a Floyd Rose on it, or just a regular Floyd, I'm sorry, a regular Fender type trim system? Josh Thomas, I got the pleasure of buying a 1965 Epiphone Olympic White made in the Gibson Kalamazoo factory. It is basically a melody maker, but with the Epiphone on the headstock. It's all original also. That's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations, Mr. Brian Peterson. Hey, Joe. Hey, Mr. Peterson, how are you, man? Michael Curtis, hello, man. He goes, good timing. I just watched a couple of your videos when you were upgrading the Floyd Rose Specials. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. I appreciate that, man. Yes, Mr. Dinkle, no, Fender stock Strat. Okay, so if you want to upgrade that trim, my suggestion, and I've done this before, now this is just me, I always would upgrade those to Wilkinson trims. They're reasonably priced and they're excellent quality, you know, if you're wanting to do that. And I don't know if your stock trim has the 6 you know what I mean, the 6 post or the 2. Some of those trims, you know, those traditional type Fender trims have like the 6 screws up front, you know, when it kind of wants to move, if you want to have it do the bar. And some only have the 2, and I always would prefer the 2 post Fender type trims because to me it seems like it just the trim seems to do better, in my opinion. I don't know, I'm not an expert. It's just with my experience. But you know, if you set it up right, it don't matter if it's got the 6 post or the 2 post Fender trim. It don't matter. If you set it up right, it'll be fine. You know, you just can't go crazy with the bar. You know, like the Strat I just got from Cornerstone from when I got that. It was basically already set up. But what did I do? Oh, I know what I did to it. One thing I did change on that Strat, the springs in the back were really high tension, man. I was like, you try to do the bar and it was like, oh, you had to push down, like, good Lord, you know, to push on the trim bar. And that's an easy fix. And what I do, man, is I order Fender low tension springs from Amazon. They're black. They come 6 to a pack. And so I took 1 spring off of that Fender Strat I got from Cornerstone. I said I need to swap these springs out. So I got my needle nose pliers. I took 1 spring off and then put the new black one on, then took the other spring off, then put the black one on. That way you don't want to take all of them off and then try to get all of them. You want to do one at a time, swap them out. And it makes it a lot easier. It's, you know, so once you do that, since those springs, the new springs I put on are not high tension, well, that's going to kind of throw the balance off a little bit. So I had to tighten those 2 screws that go into the body. I had to tighten those just a little bit to kind of fix the balance. Because if you look at the unit, it's kind of like this now, you know. So then I had to tighten those screws to kind of bring it. That's just me. That's just what I do. And because whenever I would play, this is how I know I had to tighten those screws up. Whenever I would play, I'd play something, play a song or something, I would turn my tuner back on, and I look and it would be flat. And I was like, okay, I tune it from the keys up top, headstock, play another song, check the tuning again, it's flat. I said, okay. So those 2 screws in the back of the cavity, I tighten those up a little bit, and then I checked the tuning. It was whoop, because I'm bringing the tension back a little bit, and it was fine. And then now I'm at the balance point where I need to be. And it's just part of the setup process. Then you got your intonation and you got your action, and you know, it's the same thing with a Floyd Rose. You just have a few more parts. It's not that bad, really. But that's how you would do that, Mr. Dinkle, I think. Let's see. Josh Thomas, I have an old Stratocaster and recently put in a Fender Mexican big block and works great. And it has the 6 screws. Yeah, you can do that as well. Mr. Mick, hey, how are you doing? Mr. Lloyd Dinkle, it has 6 screws and someone made it into a hardtail. Oh, wow. yeah, I would definitely look into the Wilkinson. You can find them on Amazon, and you can get chrome or gold, or I don't know what color you would like, but Wilkinson is great products, man. They are fantastic. I've got plenty of those trims and put them on Strats, and they were fine. I haven't had a problem. Like I said, people think you. Some people might, and I used to be the same way. You would you would buy those things and throw them on your guitar, and that was it. Well, you still have to. A setup process is still involved. You still have to do that. You have to. This is what you have to do, and you can find videos on YouTube how to do that. Um, but uh, but yeah. So when I get that Firefly guitar, I'm going to do it's going to be unboxing, showcasing the guitar, and then I'm going to show you the upgrades I'm going to do on it, and then of course I'll play it. And I'm excited because I don't want to give it away right now, but that I the color that I picked out, or the design, is reminiscent of another 80s guitar virtuoso. Uh, and I looked at the original ones for sale, and you can get a used one for uh, about $530 or something like that. And I was like, I don't know, man. I've had two of those already. I said, I'm gonna go the Firefly route, because plus it has a roasted uh, maple neck and all that. And the two other Fireflies I got, man, they're incredible. I mean, for the money, you can't beat it. You just can't beat it. So I'm going with guitar from Firefly #3, and it's on the way. So that's going to be exciting. I just like to put those little upgrades on it, man. To me, it's fun. Um, I've had some people say, I don't know why people waste their time doing that. Why don't you just spend more money and get a better guitar? Because not everybody has thousands of dollars to throw away on a guitar. Not throw away, but throw towards a guitar. And some people like to tinker with stuff. I mean, I enjoy that. It's fun. I mean, everybody's different. If you want to, whatever you want to spend on a guitar, man, that's your business. I'm not here to tell you to do that or not to do that. I'm just telling you what I like to do. And I just like to do them little upgrades, man. It makes it play better, and I'm still in a certain budget range that works for me. And then you play, man, and you play the music, or play some music. That's what it's all about. Having a good quality instrument. It's like not to take any of Phil's thunder, steal his thunder, but like he said, what makes a great guitar is not necessarily a price point. I mean, it does have a little something to do with it, but the main thing is, does it stay in tune? Does the neck feel good? Stuff like that. Does it have high frets? I mean, if all that stuff is good, and I don't care, $400, $500, $600, $700, whatever, then you're good. That could be your perfect guitar. I mean, the guitar I played in that Smile, again, I released that video yesterday. That song, I'm going to tell you about the history of that song real quick. The guitar I played in that video, that was a guitar I put together. That is a Player 2 body. I got the neck off of Reverb a while back. It was hard to find a Fender neck with a locking nut at the top. They're kind of expensive, but I found it, and I upgraded the electronics in there, in that bodies. I didn't like the stock electronics, so I upgraded all that, put it together, put some locking tuners up top, and that guitar was perfect for that song. I tried two other guitars before I recorded that song yesterday. I tried the PRS Cotton Candy, and it sounded too, I don't know what's too bassy, and then I tried the Strat that I got from Cornerstone. It sounded bassy, and I got that Strat, and it has, the humbucker HSS configuration, and it was perfect. It was the exact tone, sound I was looking for. It was right where it needed to be. But that song, thank you for the people that watched that video yesterday. I haven't put out a song in a long time on this channel. I used to do it all the time. A little background on that song, that Smile that I released yesterday. I wrote that song many, many, many years ago, but it was short. And when I was the last band I was in the early 2000s, I presented that to the band, and they liked it, and so we played it in our set. So when Ecater brought to my attention, a big shout out to Ecater. Plus, he sent me a wonderful email earlier this afternoon. Ecater did. Thank you, Ecater. That was really nice, man. Thank you for that wonderful email you sent me. He's so kind. Ecater pointed me into the direction of, I think it's called Suno AI generator. I was saying Suno. I think it's Suno. Suno AI generator, and so I typed in the lyric. I still had the lyrics memorized in my mind. So I typed out, and I was like, okay, you need more than that. That's because if you don't have enough lyrics, it's just going to repeat the lyrics after a while. It's going to repeat the same thing. And I've written enough songs for my little entertainment purposes to know, well, you need more lyrics than that. That's just not going to cut it. So I put in there what I had from years ago, and then I wrote some more lyrics. I sat there and thought, and I said, okay, how about this? And then I added another bridge and some other little things, and then I put it through the generator. And the first couple of variations it put out, I was like, no, And then the one I picked, I loved it. I loved it. I loved the way it came out. It was, because it said, what genre do you want this song to reflect? And then the first word I put in the box, I put journey, and then I put 80s. I put that, and then it generated the song. And then after you get the song, you can download the stems or the tracks for that song, but they charge you a certain amount of credits. So you get so many credits a month to do what you want to do on this site. So, and every time you do something extra, they take away some of your credits. And I was like, oh, I don't care, whatever, So I took the guitar out. I only listened to like the first 3 notes of the guitar. It was like some little solo. I said, nope. I said, I don't want to hear that. I want to do my own thing. So I muted the guitar track, and I downloaded the other tracks, and I put all that stuff together. So now the arrangement is different from the way I originally wrote it, but that's fine because it's a revised version, and it sounds a whole lot better from what Suno did. And it just put me on cloud 9. I don't know how to explain it, man. When you play music and you do a song, or I look at Suno as a writing partner. That's what I look at. I look at it as a writing partner. There's a bunch of people that have collaborators. That's how I look at Suno, man. And I was like, all right, let's see. I wrote all the lyrics, but they provided their part too. And they're like, okay, here, try this and see if this works. And the version I picked, which I eventually went with, was absolutely amazing. And I listened to that song, not to sound conceited or weird, but I listened to that song back to back about maybe 15 times. Because what I did is when I finally got finished and I did the video and I had to edit, I didn't even leave the house until all that was done. So I didn't leave the house till after 5 o'clock. And I busted my tail to get here. It takes me an hour to get to work. I busted tail to get here. I go to get my load and they say, oh, it ain't ready yet. I was like, really? But in all fairness, I didn't have to wait but like 10 minutes, and they brought the paperwork up there. Anyway, so what I did is when I got finished with the video, I went ahead and took the audio and I mastered it through an app called Landar, Landr, Landar.com. If you want to master any of your music, go there. And it just made it go from here to here in quality, and it was amazing. So I was very, very proud of that song. It turned out really good. And for the people that checked it out, thank you. I knew it wasn't going to get a lot of views because for whatever reason, the way it is on my channel, most people would rather watch you talk about stuff than hear you perform any music. I haven't figured that out. There's just something about that just kind of goes over my head. There's something I'm missing, but I don't care. It's all right. I did that because I haven't performed or written a song in a long time. And that was a lot of fun. I got to look at this chat real quick. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent there. Let's see. Let's see. Brandon B. Squared, what's up, man? Great tuners, too, those Wilkinsons. Yes, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? How are you, sir? Josh Thomas, Wilkinson is top-notch for sure. They are. Mr. Mick, hello. He goes, Joe, you buy a lot on Temu? Ever buy a Chinder or Chibinez, whatever, Chipson? No. The stuff I do buy on Temu, I get like my guitar cases from there. That's pretty much it. I have gotten some power strips, you can plug more than 4 or 5 things in. It has like 12 outlets on it. I've ordered a couple of those from Temu and they worked really good. It came in handy last September when Hurricane Helene came through. But yeah, that's about it for Temu. But yeah, you have to be careful with Temu. Mike, hey, how are you doing, man? Nice to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Josh Thomas, I had a few Firefly guitars. My favorite was an acoustic from the first run, and it was pretty great. Yeah, man, they're doing really well. Slimfire, hey, Rocker Joe, how are you, brother? I'm doing all right, man. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well, Slim. Good to see you, man. Mr. Lloyd Dinkle, thanks, Joe. That's why I love your show. You help everyone and never think twice about it. Thank you, sir. Be safe tonight. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your kindness, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. No, it doesn't bother me at all, man. I try my best to, I'll let you know what I did, and what worked for me might not work for other people, but if it does, that's wonderful. I mean, that's what everybody should do. They should help each other. They shouldn't just, I'm not going to tell you what I found out how to do. I'm not going to share it with you. That's so childish, man. Andy Dion, what's up, brother? Andy, man. He goes, that song was great, Joe. Thank you, Andy, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. And I wrote that song for my wife, just to, and today, before I left for work, she was laying on the couch. She was watching some show on Netflix. She started watching this, I don't know. She watches some of the craziest things. And I walked out there with my guitar, the same blue Fender Strat, and she looked at me and she's like, what? I said, hey, can you come in here for a minute? And to the music room, So can you come here? And she goes, she gets the remote, she pauses the show, she gets up, and she's like, well, hurry up, I got a headache, And I said, well, I want to play your song, because she knew I was working on it the past couple of days, because I told her. And so I had the Rodecaster Pro 2 hooked up to some studio monitors on the computer desk. So I hit the play button on the pad, and I started playing, and she stood in the doorway, and she kind of stood there. And I could feel the mood change in the room, because it's such a beautiful song. And I'm playing, and I'm kind of mimicking some of the, with my mouth with some of the words of the song and stuff. And she's standing there, and I'm doing that, and she really enjoyed it. It was nice. So it was all right, man. It was cool. My boss man has done rode through here twice. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's looking for. Is he looking at me? I have no idea what he's doing. He don't ever ride down through here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. Slimfire, the Firefly guitars look fantastic. I thought about getting one, but not sure. Yeah, they're great, man. I mean, here lately, they've really upped their game on quality, in my opinion. John, is it Landino? Am I saying? I'd rather you play than talk. Thank you, John. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name properly, but thank you very much for your kind words. Brian Powers, what's the next stop on the Guitar Store tour? Midtown Music in Easley. That'll be this coming Friday. Dave Orkin, hey, man. He says, I have 2 Fireflies and both are great. Yes, absolutely, man. Mr. Mike chimes in. He says, cool song, brother. Those mini humbuckers in that new Strat sound mean. Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, those are fantastic pickups in that Strat. Live to play guitar. Hello, man. He goes, hey, Joe, that EVH flanger is great. All right, man. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. That's awesome. That's I love those things. I got 2 of those, man. They're and you can get them on Reverb used for a decent price, man. John Landino says that song was way cool. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mr. David Campbell, I hope you have a safe and good night at work. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. That's very kind of you. Yeah, man. So I'm trying to think what else. What else do I have on here? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Firefly guitar. I just, that's going to be fun, man. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about using this Suno generator some more to make some more songs. I got some ideas that I want so Ralph and I can collaborate together. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's the coolest thing, and it just, I love to play cover songs. Don't get me wrong. I love to do that. But this, for me, in my opinion, this Suno has opened up a whole nother door of creativity. And it just, whenever you have something that pushes you in a positive direction, as far as, playing guitar, and if you do music, that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. Good Lord. There's enough negative stuff in this world as it is. And playing guitar has always been the one thing that I have always been able to lean on. And it got me through. And we've all been through stuff in our lives. I know I have. I've had my share of hardships and good times, and I'll go to that guitar and I can express myself through that. And when I played that song, That Smile, when I played it for my wife today, I was playing just like I do for y'all when I'm going live. I'm in the moment, and she's just standing there and she's watching, and I didn't really make eye contact with her as I'm trying to concentrate on the song. But I could just tell that the power of that music, it went toward her, and I could tell, and then her mood just changed, and she said, well, thank you very much. That was really sweet, and I haven't written her a song in a long time. I just, we've been together for so long, but the power of music, it is, I cannot say enough about how wonderful that is. And that's why I love to play, man. I just love to play. And I think it does the soul a lot of good, in my opinion. But anyway, again, I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Bloody Soup. Hey there, guys. Those Fireflies are pretty cool. They came a long way, just like Harley Benton. Yes, that's exactly right. When Harley Benton first came out, they were not good, but they turned it around, man. Brian Powers, around what time are y'all looking to be there? I will try to get out there and meet you guys. Oh, okay. We'll probably be at Midtown. I'm going to say probably about 2:30, somewhere in that ballpark. Between 2 and 2:30, somewhere around there. Let's see. What time surf? What time surfing alien? Oh, is that a Satch reference? Hey, how are you doing, man? Firefly is a good quality and is responsive to consumers. Yes. Yeah, I enjoy Firefly, man. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you. Bozique, what's up, man? How are you doing, sir? Bloody Soup says, hey, Bozique. Raj, what's up, man? I got the same Firefly MN. It's purple. It plays nice. It just needs a little setup. That's all you need to do, man. If you can do a little bit of a setup, these guitars are phenomenal. I mean, for the price point, phew, I don't care what anybody says. They're great, man. They're great. They're absolutely great. Bozique, unless I'm mistaken, Firefly are at the upper tier of the lower end. So kind of like a super souped up Squire rather than Mexican Strat. Again, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, I just know that the Fireflies I've gotten, for me personally, have been great. And I have one Harley Benton model, which is the Guitar Max. Y'all familiar with his channel? It's his artist series, and it's I didn't have to do nothing that guitar. It was fantastic out of the box, man. It was great. It's fantastic, and it was right at $500. Andy Dion chimes in. He goes, "I've got the Firefly Explorer copy. It's damn good for the price." Yeah, see there? Thank you, Andy. That's right. Time Surfing Alien. He goes, "I have the 338 Lucille." Man, yeah. That's awesome, man. Raj from the Caribbean, he says, FFMN neck feels better than the Harley Benton. Never bonded with the Fusion 3. Yeah, like I said, the only Harley Benton I have is the Guitar Max model. It's great. It feels wonderful. You know, it's always a risk when you're buying a guitar that you've never held and you never played, and you're like, oh my God, I hope the neck's not too thick. And, you know, but I got really lucky with the Harley Benton Guitar Max model. It was fantastic. It was great, you know, absolutely great. Bloody Soup, I need an axe that's on the cheaper side to get used to the Floyd styles and learn on them. Well, in my opinion, sir, Firefly would be the way to go. Just my opinion. Ecator, what's up, man? Hey, did you get another Firefly? What's up, brother? Thank you for the email, man. That was very kind. I appreciate that. And yes, I ordered one. I haven't announced what you know, the color or nothing or the style. I just I finally got an email early this morning saying that it's been shipped, because I think I placed my order like last Wednesday, and I was like, did they not get my order or nothing? But it's on the way, man. But I'm going, like I said, I'm going to do a video on the unboxing of it, and I'm going to do some upgrades in the same video, just to show you what I like to do. And I think Fireflies are great guitars, man. Like I said, I think they're the new champions, man. As of right now, I mean, far as that price point, they're on top of the mountain, in my opinion. They are. But that's just me, man. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you're watching on the replay, please hit that thumbs up button. We're trying to get this channel out to more people, and the more thumbs up we have, the more that YouTube's going to put that out there. And we got some big things later down the road. I had a phone conversation with a big distributor today. I can't really go into a lot about it because nothing's etched in stone yet. It's not like I'm not getting no kind of deal or nothing. It's like we're wanting to go somewhere and film, and we're trying to see if we can get that lined up. What? The Godo in the Caribbean is currently close to $1,000. Good Lord. I'm sorry, Raj. Time Surfing Alien, good guitar, but like you said, minor setup, and it's good to go. File the nut, have to seat a couple of frets, truss rod adjustment, and it plays great. Yeah, there might be some little things you might have to do, but that's really minor things. And it's good to know how to do that stuff. And a guitar like that's great to be able to learn how to do that. Let's see. Yes, I hear you, Bozique. All right. Oh, I went over my time limit. It is, oh my gosh. Okay. I have got to go. Thank you so much for tuning into this live drive, y'all. I really appreciate it. Let me touch that button right there. And again, if you're watching on the replay, hit that thumbs up, please. If you have any more comments you'd like to share, opinions or whatever, feel free to put that in the comment section. if you're wanting to check out my Reverb store, that should be in the description as well, this video. Anything else is down in there if you want some merch or whatever. I don't know. Everybody's, you know, whatever you want to do. I need to get my tail in this truck, and I hope my load's ready so I can get down the road. Thank y'all so much. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and your support means everything. And what I mean by that is the thumbs ups. That's all we ask for. Thank you so much for checking it out. And until next time, my name's Joe. This is the Joe Wentz Project TV, where guitars still live and breathe. We'll see you next time. Take care. All right, bye-bye.